Hey Jonathan, how you doing? You know, the first time I looked at these two typefaces, I thought, man, you're never going to pull it off. I did, I'll be honest with you. But then when I saw you started mixing them, that's when I changed my mind. I don't know if you remember my first set of comments, but I was like, whoa, that works. And I really think it's fascinating. I think you picked such unique typefaces that at first glance you would look at them and say, there's just no way that these can be mixed to create something that's going to be unique and memorable. But I was wrong. This is fantastic. I think that the way that you showed, the additions to the audio wide typeface that you had, where you had added the serifs from Dido, I think it's really super interesting. One of the things that I think is most fascinating is the fact that you were able to retain the drastic differences between the stroke weights of the serifs and the stroke weights of the body, the actual letter bodies of the letter forms. So that drastic stroke differences really resembles what's going on in Dido, and then the shapes of the letters and the whole futuristic feel of audio wide is retained in Daudio, your final representation. So fantastic job. I love the typeface. I do. The posters themselves, I think, are fantastic. I think that, whoops, I think the display, the display type poster, I think, is a little more effective than the display is a little more effective than a promotional. This, I'm guessing this is the display and this is the promotional. I think that the promotional is really interesting. This kind of typographic shape that you've created is really fascinating. One thing I would have liked to have seen between the two posters is a little bit more of a visual harmony, so that it would look more like these two posters were designed at the same time by the same designer. Using the same conceptual colors and layout, etc. So that's the only thing that I'm seeing. There's a little bit of a disconnect between the visual attributes of both posters. But this poster is fantastic. This one, I think this is just fantastic. I can't really quite get it in to the window because the way that this frame, there we go. But really good job. I think this is really super interesting. Fantastic job. I'm really so glad that you shared this.